Alright guys, just a quick update to this little guy. The kitchen. Nice little counter, her cabinets and stuff under the sink, under the stove. And then we've got tons of drawers. Flip over here. You guys remember that. The windowsills are new. And then I took out this step here because we're putting all of our power here, and I'm going to also use this as a secondary source, put some stools here in, workstation area. But while you're here, you can still kind of chat with everybody else in the living room and kitchen. Today what we'll be working on is just putting the fronts on these little ledges here. I gotta run water lines, so we're not going to do anything in there yet. Move into here, we have the bathroom vanity and the rear wall put together. It's not mounted yet. Back there we will have a bit of storage, kind of like a towel closet, and of course plenty of room for the toilet. Up in the bedroom, it's pretty much done. I finished up the 2x4s in the corners up there. That way it's nice and sealed off. And back to these guys here. Alright guys, I have the window wells, I guess you can call them. They're all framed out. I have a little mud on them to hide some of the screws, and this piece right down here, it did kind of chip up a bit when I nailed it onto the 2x2, so I'm just mudding it and I'll sand it down and it'll be nice and smooth for when we paint. I do have the ledge, which will run all the way down. I gotta cut a little piece for that side of the window there to the bed, but the bigger piece is here and it's good to go. I'm just gonna wait till I get my PEX lining. That way I can run the plumbing and electrical for anything through this wall back to the garage area. And then that whole hallway will have ledges basically like this. And I did put a little mud on this guy so I can smooth it out, just because the 1x3 in the front of the 3/4 inch plywood that I have for the platform there, it just had a little of the seam and I thought that was a little ugly, so I'm smoothing them out. That way when we paint them they'll be nice. I did touch a little bit over here with some of the screws and stuff, and then right here the wall paneling just had a tiny bit of a difference, so I put some tape and mud up there too. I'm hoping that I'm using the least amount of mud, that way I won't experience much cracking with the vibrations of the actual engine of the vehicle running or driving, going from place to place. I think that's just something we'll have to find out, but we'll see what we do about that. Other than that, back here I did mud the corner because there was a tiny little space, so I did put some tape and mud there, and then took care of the screws on this wall too. That way we can just sand it down and get ready to paint that. I think I showed you guys this. I'm gonna put hinges, that way it can kind of just open up and it'll be a nice little space down in there for storage or whatever. Then this will kind of be for decoration. Oh man. And then we'll have another little cabinet up there too. Perfect little cubby for the toilet. And we're moving along. Alright, so we finished the end caps of the couch platform. This little door that's open here is where we'll probably put like our brooms or our little Swiffer mops or whatever to keep the house clean. And then the other side looks like this. The other side is just the cap right behind the driver's seat. I just wanted to cap it off. That way we can paint it and have it look nicer than a framework opened up.
I know I've been pretty antisocial lately. I haven't really gone out. You know, all I can really say is there's a lot going on and you see it. Wanna live that life, trying to be it. Got racks on the kitchen tips, turning blue, tweeting words from the beach in Cancun. Some call me a monster, if they only knew. I grew up with a Rob, he was out past 2. I flew to Massawa, I grew a little prop. Made a wish and hopes to prosper. I do this cause I got to. For the times I said I won't to. For the times I was told, bro, you's a fool. That's cool. I've had that icy wrist.
So today, what we're gonna focus on, we're in the back, the bedroom room area. This window here, I am gonna cover it. I did cover a couple windows in the kitchen too, and what I did was cleaned them off real well and sprayed the windows with actual black spray paint. That way when I threw my insulation up in the kitchen area, at least you want to see the white styrofoam through the window. It just looks like a really tinted window. Also, I like the look of the windows from the outside. I didn't really want to cover it up with metal like a lot of people are doing. So back here what we'll do is we'll clean the window really well, spray paint that, and then we will screw this piece of wood here up to the actual frame, because I don't want to build a frame in here with 2x2s or 1x1s. I want to try to save as much room in the bedroom. That way when we put our mattress in here, we have a little bit of room to crawl around. So I originally was saying I'm going to paint the window back there, and then I got to about one coat and realized that there's no ventilation back there at all. And I'm not trying to die from paint. So what we're gonna do is just paint the piece of wood, the side of it that'll be on the window, let it be out here, that way it can kind of do its thing and dry, and then put it in so we're not filling the whole bus home full of fumes. So let's go ahead and try it this way.
Been going on strong now for 16. I just heard a diss track, but they glad they missed me. If we talk to Utah, ask around, dog, emoji. Let the kush I smoke, throw dope, cash, keep Young dog spitting words out the ass cheeks. On top with young money, trying to make a name. Out in Austin, lil flip, trying to play the game like been there, let's go again. I've got the cars close to get ass.
Alright, while those are drying outside, what I'm going to do now is I took this screw out of that part of the frame. I'm going to drill a hole in those panels and secure that piece of board to the window with its original window screw. We'll see if there's any bubble towards the front or the bottom, or the top or the bottom, and if there is, what I'll end up doing is sinking an industrial metal screw through the frame as well to hold it nice and air and light tight. The reason why we're blacking out these windows and covering them up is because I have it flipped. It actually opens from the bottom, from the garage area. That way, while we're traveling, if there's any gasoline or any smell from the exhaust of the motorcycles in there, we can just open that window from the garage itself and vent the garage out. That way the carbon dioxide or whatever is lingering can't come into like the home part of the bus. But let's go ahead and get this squared away, and then we'll move on to the next project.
To the past times in the limelight, the shine squad the best. Then past times lay to rest. It's all mine, pump my chest. Fat lines surrounding my mind's eye, like, hey, I'm the best. Yeah, you don't like me, this ain't no contest. I got told me.
Alright, we got almost everything all cut out, and I ended up tearing down all of these on this window. Reason being, once it was all framed out, it just kind of took up a little extra room. So I wanted this extra couple inches right here to be able to, if we need to fit a mattress sideways or do whatever we need to do to get into the back. I also feel like it kind of opens it up, makes the hallway feel a little bit more spacious. We got the back pieces of wood over the window and a little bit of molding. It's not glued or screwed down, it's just kind of sitting there for now. And then of course closet space up top, but for now. So this room's pretty much almost done. We do have the lights in, we just got to put the insulation and the ceiling up and then kind of clean up this mess right now.